So this is actually square. If I was to have any forward shaft lean, however many degrees that I actually put the shaft forward should be how many degrees the face actually opens up. Everybody gets the leading edge up like this. Like that's square. If you stepped into that and gripped it from there, you'd be like, what? With a square face, I get to rotate like this. Close the club face.
Right, you gotta come out of it.
You gotta come out of it.
For me,
Yeah.
right side. Absolutely.
What kind is
That's
it?
why I was asking about the hands.
Okay.
Pull hook. Direct pull.
And there's no doubt these are better, but here's the thing. Couple things, okay? Sometimes people are sneaky with their right hand grip. A lot of times, they can get too strong and you can kind of like finagle it to make it look like it's in the right spot. A strong right hand and back ball position is a recipe for a hook. Okay, so you got the hand strong, you got the ball very back. Well, guess what? It's just going right over there. You know what I mean? For you, the other way. You get that ball position more front. Is that an 8-iron?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got an 8-iron here. I'm playing this thing, more just inside my logo on my shirt there, okay? It's kind of right off in this neck of the woods here. I also get my right hand really on top, so I'm in my fingers. That in the fingers prevents me from going over anymore. So I can feel myself let this thing go. And even me letting go with that forward ball position, watch this. See how frozen that ball flight is? There's just zero movement on it, right? So to me, ball position and your grip still would be the number one things I would change to get rid of all your right shots, 100%. You're helping a lot of our viewers right now because a lot of our viewers will hit a hook. And here's the thing. What causes them to hit a hook, if they were hitting a hook, that's actually you making your good swing. That's actually you actually rotating and letting it go. If things were right in your hands and the ball was right, that would be the money shot with a square club face. The ones that go this way are a total reaction to not wanting to go that way. So here's the big thing. When you address it, the club's already back there. Now watch. Whenever the ball's back, what are you guys seeing me address it with? Forward shaft lean. When I address it with forward shaft lean and then take my grip, that club face, just because it's pointed at the target, we've learned this, does not mean that's a square club face. Watch what happens if the club face was actually where it should be relative to my body. See how I have it perpendicular to my body now? The engineers made this club to be gripped when it's perpendicular to you. So this is actually square. Then I take my grip. If I was to have any forward shaft lean, however many degrees that I actually put the shaft forward should be how many degrees the face actually opens up. Right. Go on this line,
Okay.
We're gonna hold this club like just let it sit for a second before you even put your hands on it. So that's directly perpendicular to you. Now get that ball position right with it being just ahead of center. That's square. Now put your left hand on top. That's square. That probably feels like it's wide open to you.
Yeah.
And then look, it's dead square. And what's gonna be great is, guess what? You're now gonna be able to tear through this golf ball and not fear that shot at all. The biggest mistake a player makes, and I've seen a couple do this today, where they hold the club with forward press. Just because the face is pointed at the target, that does not mean that's a square club face. Watch what happens when I pull this golf club back to my center where I'm actually supposed to be holding it. That's that shut. And this is how shut we hold it. And then guess what that person's required to do? Stand up and hold on for dear life to hit it straight. So guys, watch again. However many degrees I press this forward, if that face is at the target, watch this. That's how many degrees shut that club face is. So watch this. The engineers made us to hold it like this, leading edge and shaft matching. Now take the proper grip. And here's what's crazy. Nicholas talks about this actually. This is a true thing. However many degrees that you push the shaft forward, if you have a little forward press, should be how many degrees the face would actually appear open to the target, although relative to your body, it's still square. Right. Yes, your left hip, way better. Make some swings. Let's just make a couple swings here. Look at the ball flight, how frozen it is.
Yeah, and I felt like I released.
And you felt like you let it go.
Yeah, it's also 10 yards further.
Well, that's the key. If I'm telling you right now, you give me that shut face, I know what my body does. And I give this example all the time. So a square face is one that's matching your spine angle, right? Well, watch what I get to do. With a square face, I get to rotate like this to hit it squarely. Watch what happens if I close the club face. Well, guess what I gotta do?
Right, you gotta come out of it.
To come out of it. It's like basically throwing the punch like this, rather than being able to step into it. But a lot of golfers hear about forward press, or forward shaft lean, and they try to preset that shaft lean with their setup. And the reality is they're just getting the club so strong in their hands, shut. And unfortunately, it's actually making them do the exact opposite of what they want to do. I found exactly what happens to you if I get the face open and I get the trail hand a little bit weaker. Typically what happens is it frees the golfer up to being able to rotate and release. It takes away lower back pain from having to go back this way. And then not only they hit straighter, they hit it farther. When this hand's weaker and it's on top, I'm not going to be able to go any more on top from there. That's why that holds the face so square. When I'm here, there's only one place to go if I don't hang on for dear life. And it's over, right? And that's the one. When you release it and you let it go, it's gone. It's going over the right shoulder all day. The driver, when we do that this afternoon, you want to get the back of the club laying on the ground, meaning the whole under part of the golf club. What people do is they get the leading edge up on the ground, and that's what really de-lofts that club face and shuts it in their hands. They want to make sure that well, get the driver real quick. Just
Don't even see that.
That right there is square. Now, if you stepped into that and gripped it from there, you'd be like, what? Like, that's square.
Yeah.
So what see, that's what everybody does. Everybody gets the leading edge up like this.
And then
they
what
grip
I'll
it.
do if I'm on the golf course is I'll make it worse.
Right.
I'll start aiming.
Dancing around, yeah, and then turning more. Yeah, I mean, we were talking to our club fitters out here. I mean, how common, right here, ready?
Yep.
Killer. Like, just
All the loft out of it.
all the loft out of it, and like the hang on for dear life and back up, rather than watch. We just, right there, let the back of the club lay on the ground, then take the grip.
These toe shots with this.
There's all the loft we need. Doesn't get back behind the center. I really believe, and I know I'm doing this righty for you right now, but watch. If I start back here like this, I'm already starting with that forward press, and I'm kind of already starting with the hand being here. This is disastrous. Look at it being in the right spot where that actually is without me even moving my hands. Just like this, just like that. Get that ball position correct. So for me, once again, for a lefty, it's going to be the crease up the inside at the pec. Righty, right pec up the inside, right? But the other thing is the big one's this right here. And Kev was showing this to everybody earlier. This being perpendicular to the feet, shaft and leading edge. And then just making sure that ball position with the 8-iron would be slightly ahead of center. And hey, this is why you practicing with an alignment rod under your feet is great. You can put that alignment rod right up into this spot right here. It can be indicative of ball position, and you can get the club matching that without the big forward press. That gets it, So, that's what I want our viewer to understand. If you're the guy who's comfortable with a forward press, we're not saying that you shouldn't have it a little bit. You can have a little bit. Some of my best professionals actually have a little forward press with their hips bumping forward. It's just that when they do it, guys, watch the club face relative to this straight line. Ready?
On this next one?
It'll be there, not there. Okay.
At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.